Hello, oh my god. The sky is very pretty today. It is 10:43 and I'm headed to the grocery store right now. I've been reading Incidents Around the House. I'm almost done with it. I'm gonna finish it. But once I get back home, I'm going to let you know my thoughts so far because it's taken a turn and I don't know how to feel. Also, my bangs are kind of fucking crazy today. All right, so it's noon. I'm sorry if the audio sounds off. I went to use my microphone and it is dead, but I just wanted to give an update. I'm about 84% of the way through Incidents Around the House, and I don't like it. I think it's kind of boring. There's not a whole lot happening, and the whole premise of it sounded super interesting, but it kind of just reads like something that's like it's going to be a movie. I can see it happening. Like this, the author already wrote the book that got turned into a movie, which is Bird Box, and it's very similar to that. So, like the style of it, it's not my favorite. It's probably going to get a 3-star, like a 3.0 out of 5-star, depending on how it ends up ending. Because it could turn around, but I really doubt it. But that's all right. Just some of the, like, their solution right now to get the entity to not want to possess the little girl so that the entity can be reincarnated is to get rid of her innocence. So like it's clinging to her because she's innocent, and that has to be the reason. So they're gonna like tell her how the world really works. That I kid you not, that is the solution. The parents even, I don't know, around the 70% mark, the parents are like, oh, they install all of these cameras, and on the inside and the outside of the house, they get these guard dogs, which don't do anything. They kind of just growl, which the way that they're described in the book is that like they'll just like pounce on anything that's not part of the house. They never do. They never attack the entity, or nothing happens with them. Oh, and they take knives, like they're gonna go like stab the entity, or nothing makes sense. Like none of these actions are something that I would expect in this book, and it's not in a good way. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna finish it just so I can get it done, and then we'll see what my final thoughts are on it. It is 1 p.m. I finished the book. Sorry, my child is counting his coin collection, so that's what that noise is. It's a 3-star. I'm gonna mull it over a little bit and then I'll come back with like a comprehensive review. It's 1:40 and here I am with my final review. We're locking it in for Incidents Around the House. I think maybe if you're somebody that doesn't read a lot of horror books, this might be nice. This could be a good spooky book for you to read during fall. You're not somebody that likes extreme horror or really anything, I don't know, revolutionary or unique when it comes to a horror novel, this might be for you. For me personally, I just got super frustrated. It felt kind of bland halfway through. It didn't even feel like the entity was all that ominous, or like the stakes weren't all that high. I don't know. It could mainly because they don't like figure like there's no lore behind this entity. It kind of just exists in itself, and you aren't getting like there's nothing to it. It's just like it's supposed to be like a haunted story, and that's fine if that's what you want in a book. I don't, though. I didn't enjoy it. The only saving grace it had for itself was the unique perspective and how it is written from the perspective of a small child. So the way it's transcribed is interesting, which I enjoyed. Other than that, it just felt so mainstream at times. Like the dialogue with how like the adults are talking to the child, where those are supposed to be like those heart to heart moments, just felt so, it felt forced. It didn't feel genuine. And I think that's what made me the most upset, was just like these random moments where they're kind of just like having these heart to hearts, or like having like adult conversation to this child that just don't make sense as a parent. Like I would not be having these conversations with my child and the way that they're happening, or like, I don't know. Also, like they invite their child down to their parties when they're having parties and like smoke marijuana around their child, and I thought that was really weird. Anyways, that's my thoughts. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, like a 3.0. I predicted it. I predicted the ending too, so yeah, I'm frustrated. I think I'm gonna start PT.
Yeah, PTSD radio and then notes on execution next. So those will be, I think PTSD radio 2, like the second volume or second, and Nimbus is going to be my buffer read. And then I will jump straight into notes on execution because I think that's going to be a bit heavier of a read. I don't really know anything about it. So I'm going in blind and I will keep you updated.
Oh. What time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock.
It's D's nuts o'clock.
And I listened to my audiobook.
And I'm gay.
Stop! I listened to my audiobook for a little bit. I'm at 65%. I have to finish it.
21.
And I started notes on an execution. And I really like it, but it's written in second person, so it's very strange. So we'll update tonight. We're making Trinidad pesto, but I'm not very good at cutting everything up, so I make him do it. But I can cook it just fine. Okay, see you in a little bit. Oh yeah, baby.
It is 9 p.m. I think I'm calling it quits for the night. I just listened to a good chunk of Stiff. I was learning about how cadavers were used medicinally historically, and I think that is really interesting. Apparently they used to try to treat anthrax with shit. And I think that is fascinating. My daily total for pages read came to about 216, which was almost the same as yesterday. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end up reading more of notes on an execution tonight. So I'll read a little bit more, but that's where we're at. So there we go. Bye. Thanks for watching.